Okay, people. So, Anaconda, right? 1997. This was directed by Louise Loza. It is written by Hans Buhr, Jim Cash, and Jack Epps Jr. The film is produced by Werner Hara, Carol Little, Leonard Rabinowitz. Dum, dum, dum. It is co-produced by Bo Marks. Executive produced by Susan Ruskin. Associate produced by Andy Fickman. And we have line production from Stelvio Rossi. Randy Edelman handled the score. Bill Butler is on cinematography. And Michael R. Miller edits the piece. Right? Mindy Marin took care of casting. Production design is Kirk M. Petroselli. Barry Chisid is art direction. We've got Daniel Lauren May and Sid Kramer on set decoration. Kathy Mondarin is costume wardrobe. Hair and makeup, we have Ken Diaz, Dino Ganzino, Donna Barrett Gilbert, Joel Harlow, Robin Hinderstein, Dane Johnson, Jim Calley, Leon Ladarush, Sonia Silva, and Julia Steinberg. All right, so that's hair and makeup. Stunts, right? We got Jennifer Badger, Nick Brett, Phil Carlotta, Carol Daniels, J. Mark Donaldson, Richard Epper, Patricia Eskenazi, Stephanie Finuccio, Mickey Guy Comazi, Terry Jackson, Terry James, Jimmy McConnell, Hugh Ido O'Brien, Chuck Pickerney Jr., Denny Pierce, Jeff Podgorski, James Ryan, Justus Barum Sandy, Dennis Scott, Mike Smith, Patrick J. Statham, Dane Turner, Terriel Turner, Eddie L. Watkins, April Whedon, and Webster Winery. So our cast, right? We have got Jennifer Lopez as Terry Flores. Her childhood friend, Danny Rich, is played by Ice Cube. Her boyfriend, I think he might have been an ex, but they kind of rekindled. Dr. Stephen Cale is played by Eric Schultz. We have got their narrator, Warren Westbridge, played by Jonathan Hyde. There's Gary Dixon, played by Owen Wilson, and his girlfriend, Kari Wura, played by Denise Kalberg. I forget what they're doing as part of the film crew, but they're there. There's Matteo, the ship captain, played by Vincent Castellanos. We have got Paul Serone, played by John Voight. And at the very start of the film, right, we see a poacher played by none other than a young Danny Trejo. right? Which, yeah, very interesting. I was not expecting that. Who else was in this? Um, I think Frank Welker does the noises of the anaconda, which I think tells you a lot, right? I think that alone tells you a lot. So the gist is, when a documentary crew traveling through the Amazon jungle picks up a stranded man, they are unaware of the trouble that will occur. This stranger's hobby is to capture the giant anaconda snake and plans to continue targeting it on their boat by any means necessary. So, yes, that is the film. Now, I do remember watching this film back in the day. I do not remember if I went to the cinema or not. I kind of feel I probably did, right? But I really can't remember. I just know I've only seen it the once. And yeah, watching it again, I understand why I didn't go back to this film, right? Oh my God. This film is freaking crazy. Oh man, like I have mistaken it with something else though. Because there's another film, I think, where there's the giant snakes and they go to where the snakes are, and there's this kind of hollowed out, kind of like a volcano, and there's loads of snakes in it, and someone falls into the midst of it. I can't remember what that film is, but I thought that was part of Anaconda, but it's not. It's not. But yeah, I did remember Anaconda being ropey as fuck, and it is. I mean, one thing that is very interesting, I mean, actually, that's a crazy sentence. Like, one thing that's very interesting, the thing that I noticed the most, really, was Jennifer Lopez. Like, Jennifer Lopez back in the day was real pretty, right? She looked normal, right? Before she had a load of work done, she looks nice. Like, this film kind of shows she didn't need to get bare work done, but she was already pretty. It's crazy, right? But anyway, like, a documentary crew are going down the Amazon. They want to film this tribe. What is odd is that the narrator's on board, because I kind of figure even back then, right, you're dubbing the narrator in afterwards, right, in post. But yeah, anyway, the narrator is there, and like, it's all fine, but you notice there is absolutely no nuance in this film, none. I think maybe nuance was asking for too much and they didn't have the budget for it. But there's absolutely, I mean, this is before Ice Cube really kind of got some acting chops. But then after watching War of the Worlds this year, you kind of go, what happened to his acting chops? But anyway, there's some crazy shit in this film, right? Because when they pick up John Voight, this dude is up to no good. Like, he's permanently scouring, right? Leering at Lopez's character, right? There's no masking anything. All he's doing is like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And you're just like, wait, is no one gonna call him out on this shit? Like, what the fuck, man? So he's doing this constantly, and he's also giving shit away by the way he's talking to one of the crew members. Right? You're just like, wait, hold on. You aren't, you know what I mean? You're a random person we picked up. So how the fuck are you talking to people like you know them? Right? That's like, it's just there. And no one's going, hold on, do you two... no one's doing that. And you're just like, really? Because it's so obvious, right? There's no hiding things here. This is craziness, right? So we have all of this going down. When we see our snake, oh man, the snake is so ropey. It's so ropey that there's no masking. It just looks cheap and terrible. Snake, and I think you can make those things work, right? But you do not show it a lot. Right, it's lots of little. It's basically what they did with, when you think about Jaws and how good Jaws was. But when you hear about the production of it, the shark was going to be in it a lot more. But it just so happened they couldn't get the animatronics to work properly, so it wasn't. And that was such a good thing. And you just kind of think, what could Anaconda have been like if the animatronics didn't work properly? I mean, you've still got the no nuance and all of that, and some ropey ass acting. So, you know what I mean? Even without seeing the Anaconda a lot, there's still a lot this film would have had to overcome. But yes, like the story, you know, they're doing certain things, right? Like going looking for anacondas at night. Who the fuck would do that? Right? There's just certain things that they're doing, and you know an anaconda's around, and they're getting in the water all the time, and you're just like, I mean, these things make no sense, man. What is happening here? You know? So yeah, there's like the dialogue is just bad. The dialogue is bad, right? There's a lot of issues with this. It does play like a B movie, right? Like, so, or like a, you know, one of those ropey films you find on Sci-Fi Channel very late in the night, right? That is what Anaconda plays like. And when you see the effects and everything like that, you're like, yeah. that measures up, right? It's even certain things like when they're going down the river and they stumble upon this thing. And firstly, you just pick someone up and they've got dynamite on them. Red flag, right? Shouldn't you be like, wait, why you got that? But just blowing certain things up you would not do because of the effects it could have on the environment, and it must be there for a reason, right? Like, no one is just building certain things willy-nilly, so it's there for a reason, right? And the script is just like, let's do this. So there's a lot of that. Even at the beginning, right? Like you know it's going to be terrible. Because you have this dude at the very start. And to make his escape, he's climbing up. And you're just like, wait, hold on. Wait, you're climbing up? Why would you be climbing up? You know what I mean? Like, that makes no sense. Just even the way the anaconda's attacking people, you're just like, why would this snake be doing that? Right? Like, please enlighten me. Why would a snake be doing that? I do not know. All right, so yeah, this is bonkers. You can see it playing at, you know what I mean, like those festivals and where people, or in screens, you know, like they do the whole Rocky Horror Show And there's certain films that will play and everyone's like, quoting along and laughing along. Like you could see it working that kind of contents. You know what I mean? It's so bad, it's good type of thing. Like with some people enjoying it for that regard. But yeah, it is not. It's not a shining example of the things that were coming out in the 90s. It's definitely not that. But yeah, let's hope this new version is better. Right? Let's hope. Because, I mean, actually, the bar is not high. So, yeah. The bar is so low. I think it's lower than a snake, right? That's the bar this film has set. So, yeah, we will see what they do, And the acting has to be stronger, right? Like, because this acting, I think people just phoned it in. Like, because we know John Paul can act, right? We know most of these people can act. Like, as I said, even Ice Cube, he got decent at acting, right? So it's just like, what was happening? That all of these people that we know act were this terrible. I don't know what went down. I don't know. But yeah, Anaconda's 1997 is most definitely something, right? It is most definitely something. So check it out if you dare. Right? It's all over the place. I saw it on Netflix. I see it's on Now TV. Right? Well, obviously links will be on the webpage. But yes, fingers crossed for the 2025 version that was the 1997 Anaconda.